On this project, though, I feel like I've been the most transparent in my songs that I've ever been, and maybe I don't know, maybe that's the fact that I'm getting a bit older and just kind of want to say it as it is, or maybe it's I don't know, just the point of life that I'm at. But I said to Sean and Andy when we came in a year ago and sort of started doing some demos, like my previous stuff has been about relationships and human relationships, and this project, though, it's pretty clearly about my relationship with God, and that's always been sitting in the backdrop of my other work. But for this one, it was the result of some difficult years over the past couple of years, and a real decision and intentionality to just write about my relationship with God. And it's been really great having Andy and Sean along for the ride with that, and just sharing life with them first and foremost, but then sharing the songs with them, around that idea of my relationship with God. The title track of the EP, Again and Again, is a song that has grown over the last 5 years. It really took about 5 years to actually finish. Andy and I started writing it for a Garage Hymnal project 5 years ago, and just couldn't finish it. Knew there was a chorus sitting there on the horizon that was going to be good, but I just couldn't finish it. I had about 10 different choruses that were up for grabs there, but ended up settling on one ultimately on the day we were recording it. And it's a song about my life as a Christian and my life following God, and realizing that actually you make a choice at one point in your life to follow God and to follow Jesus. But it's a hard journey, and it's a journey that you have to keep re-deciding to take again and again. So daily, hourly, minutely, to keep following God. And the song is really about that, and just trying to be open about that the difficulty of that journey, and the fact that one decision happens, but then has to be a number of ongoing decisions to keep that going. For me, I'm a big believer in the fact that good things happen when people come into a room together and start playing music together, and I think being around people who I'm good friends with draws good things out of me as a musician and as a songwriter. And so hanging out with Sean and Andy is a very natural thing to do anyway, and so it just made sense to kind of get together again and make some music. And they have a way of bringing out good things in me and what I try and do. It was just fun, wasn't it, man?
Yeah, it was great, man. And it was like, as we were saying before, we were talking about like the core of the project was kind of never just a one-man band. Mm-hmm. Even when we were talking about it, and when you came in to do the pre-production, it was like you, me, and Andy Judd, which was going to be the core of this thing. And this time, I mean, on the last EP we did together, it was just us, basically. And on this EP we kind of broaden that out to another 3 or 4 players.
And we kind of said along the way that we almost felt like the last EP we did was like pre-production for this one.
Yeah.
Like it was us learning how to work together, and I think that it gets to a point where there's a bit of an unspoken language that goes on, when I think maybe that's why we found it quite easy.
Yeah.
Is that there's stuff that just happens that you don't really have to discuss or explain, because you kind of get one another's approach, and there's a bit of a shorthand. Yeah.
It was such a piece of cake, the whole process, that it's all I remember basically is what we were getting a lot of coffee and lots of the number 7 sandwich,
chicken schnitzel, brown bread,
pesto,
avocado.
No, that's on the 3.
Oh, it's on the 3. Yeah. The pesto's very good though.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of pesto. You can go too far with pesto.
Yeah.
They usually do in most places, but this place, the pesto ratio.
Yeah, I've been having the same
good
sandwich nearly every day for 3 years now, and it's still exciting.